Hi, my name is Mandolin Royal, and I'm here for Tornado's Thursday update. He had a stressful week last week, which led to a 3-ounce gain because he was processing his new living situation, which he has since gotten really used to. And he doesn't even come say hi much anymore because this pullet has won him over. And he doesn't want to look like a mama's boy anymore. So I'm going to get to the weights here in a second. But the other cockerel in this pen, I have him caught sitting here with me. Because I wanted to show you what his hackle feathers are doing. And I wanted him to relax around me. And I was picking at feather casings on his neck. And that relaxed him quite a bit. I think he really liked that. But there's a curl going on here in his hackles, giving him a wind-blown, swept back sort of look. And they're very thin. And this is a feather quality issue. It doesn't affect function, but it definitely affects the look. And he's 3 weeks older than Tornado. Tornado's at his 14-week birthday. This guy's at 17 weeks now. The pullet is at 19 weeks now. But while I had this guy caught, I weighed him as well. And he came in at 5 pounds, 13 ounces. And that was a 10-ounce gain. So this guy's a late bloomer. And you're going to have that happen more often than not, really. The early bloomers are more rare than the later bloomers. When I let this guy go, he's structurally pretty similar to Tornado, but I can feel a difference along the keel line. Would you hush, Rooster? When I handle him on his undercarriage, he doesn't have the same width that Tornado has. They have a similar top width, but the bottom width is different. And there's a difference in fleshing. This guy doesn't have the same sort of meat content that Tornado has. But he's being a really good friend. Alright, go on. It wasn't so bad, was it? Tornado, will you get up there with him? Go on. Go that way. There you are. Tornado, he weighed in at 5 pounds, 14 ounces. So now he is 1 ounce heavier than his older friend. And he feels different. When I handled him, he has definitely exhibited the table traits in the fleshing and the early growth. Outwardly, these guys look pretty similar. And you really wouldn't know that there was a 3-week age difference. Wonder if I can get them to move around some more. Nope. So much noise here today. There's more work going on the other side of the barn, which is why I'm out here. One easy to spot difference between them is their leg color. The older guy has darker blue legs. Tornado's still pretty pale. Both of them have some more feathers to molt, some more feathers to grow. You want to go on the scale? No? I tried to catch her. She said absolutely not. And I was not going to chase her in circles. But as these guys are aging, it's getting easier and easier to see things like their body length, their body depth, and their width. And the more birds you have to compare against, the easier it is to find out who is the wider, longer, deeper bodied bird out of a group. The underdog from Rooster Coop, he's actually shaping up pretty nice now. But he needed extra time to be able to do that, whereas Tornado, he's just going to get it done in a hurry. I'm really glad that this group has taken him on the way that they have. Even though he's not going to be a mama's boy anymore. He's pretty much done with me. But they're taking him out, showing him how to eat grass, dig for bugs, teaching him how to be a chicken. And that's good for him. But next week when I do the update, I'm going to have to pull both of these boys up into the viewing cage to show you a closer look at where they're similar. Since Tornado doesn't want to be friendly anymore. But I'm glad he was back to putting the gains on. I was getting a little worried that he was done, which would put him in line to finish at average. I'm pretty sure he's gonna finish above average for what this flock can produce. So that 8-ounce gain was good to see again. And we'll see how this older cockerel compares. They've got a lot more growing to do yet. A lot more feathers to grow in. But the pullet, we're on egg watch. She's right at that age where she could start laying any day now. And she's always been on the smaller side. And the sooner she starts laying, the smaller she's going to end up being. Because once they do start laying, that's about it for their growth potential. Like, you might be able to expect another 1 pound gain in the 6 months from when they start laying as they get towards that 1 year mark. So the longer she puts off egg laying, the more growing she might do. But she's looking pretty colorful for a girl. So I think we're going to see eggs before we see more growth. I don't know. We'll see. Every chicken has to have the chance to prove itself. You don't want to make too many assumptions about them. You want to wait until they prove what they have going on. It almost looks like her chest got a little deeper. And if that's the case, she might actually be promising. But she's been flirting with Tornado, being sweet to him, convincing him to be a chicken rather than a mama's boy. And the other cockerel has been more than decent in letting Tornado into this pen. These two are pretty well bonded. And when they have their little play fights, it is so goofy. They're both pretty mild-tempered. So that's pretty cute. Alright. Next week we'll get back hands-on with them. I'm going to catch that girl and get a weight on her. But I'm going to do that from inside of the pen and not out in this run. Because she will run me in circles. More on this next week.